Are you looking to level up your game and become a high-value man? Look no further, because in today's video, we're going to be revealing the top 6 Sigma traits that every high-value man possesses. From self-awareness, to emotional intelligence, responsibility, to integrity, growth, mindset, to leadership skills, we're going to cover it all. We'll break down each trait and give you tips on how to develop and strengthen them, so you can become the best version of yourself. Whether you're trying to improve your dating life, your career, or your personal growth, these traits are essential for success. We've done the research and compiled the secrets that high-value men use to become the best in their field. So grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes, because by the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to become a high-value man yourself. Let's get started. Number 1. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is one of the most important traits of a high-value man. It refers to a person's ability to understand and recognize their own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. A man who is highly self-aware is in touch with his inner self and has a clear understanding of his own strengths and weaknesses. A man who is self-aware is comfortable with who he is, and he accepts himself for who he is. This self-acceptance helps him to be more confident in his abilities, and he is able to take on new challenges without fear or hesitation. He is also able to set realistic goals for himself, and he knows how to work towards those goals in a strategic and effective way. Furthermore, a high-value man who is self-aware is able to take constructive criticism and learn from it. He is not defensive when he receives feedback and uses it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. He is willing to admit when he is wrong, and he is open to new ideas and perspectives. Self-awareness can also help a man to understand how he is perceived by others. He's able to read people's emotions and body language, and he is sensitive to the needs and feelings of others. This makes him an effective communicator, and he's able to build strong relationships with others based on mutual trust and respect. Number 2. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a key trait of high-value men. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to understand, manage, and express emotions effectively, both in oneself and others. A high-value man who is emotionally intelligent has strong communication skills, is empathetic, and is able to control his impulses and make rational decisions. A man who is emotionally intelligent is able to understand and manage his own emotions effectively. He is in touch with his own feelings, and he knows how to express them in a healthy and constructive way. He is also able to regulate his emotions, which means he can control his reactions to external stimuli and avoid impulsive or irrational behavior. A high-value man who is emotionally intelligent is also able to understand and empathize with the emotions of others. He's able to read and interpret nonverbal cues, and he can understand how other people are feeling even if they do not explicitly express it. He's able to communicate effectively with others, and he is able to build strong relationships based on mutual understanding and trust. Furthermore, a man who is emotionally intelligent is able to control his impulses and make rational decisions. He does not let his emotions cloud his judgment, and he is able to make thoughtful and informed decisions even in stressful or high-pressure situations. He's able to remain calm and composed under pressure, and he is able to lead and inspire others through challenging times. Number 3. Responsibility. Responsibility is an essential trait of a high-value man. Responsibility means being accountable for one's own actions, taking ownership of one's mistakes, and not blaming others for one's failures. A man who takes responsibility for his actions is reliable and dependable, and others trust him. A high-value man who takes responsibility for his actions is willing to take on difficult tasks and challenges. He does not shy away from responsibilities or make excuses. He understands that he is in control of his own life and is willing to put in the effort required to achieve his goals. Moreover, a high-value man who takes responsibility for his actions is accountable for his mistakes. He recognizes that he is not perfect and that he will make mistakes from time to time. When he does make a mistake, he owns up to it and takes steps to correct it. He does not try to shift the blame onto others, but rather takes full responsibility for his actions. A man who takes responsibility for his actions is also reliable and dependable. He follows through on his commitments and keeps his promises. He understands that others are counting on him, and he does not let them down. His reliability and dependability make him a vulnerable team leader and player. Finally, a high-value man who takes responsibility for his actions is trusted by others. He's honest and transparent in his dealings with others, and he does not hide behind excuses or blame others for his mistakes. His willingness to take responsibility for his actions earns him the respect and trust of those around him. Number 4. Integrity. Integrity is a key trait of a high-value man. It refers to a person's adherence to a set of values and principles, and their willingness to live their life in accordance with them. A high-value man with integrity is honest and transparent in his dealings with others and does not compromise his values for personal gain. A man with integrity has a strong sense of right and wrong and lives life in accordance with his beliefs. He is guided by his principles and values and does not compromise them, even when faced with difficult situations. He is honest and transparent in his dealings with others, and he does not deceive or manipulate others for personal gain. Furthermore, a man with integrity is respectful of others and treats them with dignity and kindness. He understands that every person has inherent worth and treats them accordingly. He is empathetic and compassionate, and he does not engage in behavior that could harm others or violate their rights. A high-value man with integrity also holds himself accountable for his actions. He recognizes that he is not perfect and may make mistakes from time to time. However, when he does make a mistake, he takes responsibility for it and makes amends. He does not try to hide his mistakes or blame others for them. Finally, a man with integrity is someone who is respected and trusted by others. His honesty and transparency in his dealings with others earns him the respect and trust. He is a person of his word, and his actions are consistent with his values and beliefs. Number 5. Growth mindset. A growth mindset is an essential trait of a high-value man. It refers to the belief that one's abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning. A man with a growth mindset is always striving to improve himself and learn new things. A high-value man with a growth mindset is open-minded and curious. He's not afraid to ask questions or explore new ideas. He's always looking for ways to expand his knowledge and understanding of the world around him. He's willing to take risks and step outside of his comfort zone, knowing that failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Moreover, a high-value man with a growth mindset is resilient and able to bounce back from setbacks and failures. He understands that failure is a natural part of learning and does not let it deter him from his goals. Instead, he uses failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, and he is not afraid to try again. A man with a growth mindset is also adaptable and flexible. He's not always set in his ways and is open to change and new experiences. He understands that the world is constantly changing, and he is willing to adapt and evolve in order to keep up with those changes. Finally, a high-value man with a growth mindset is constantly striving for self-improvement. He sets goals for himself and works hard to achieve them. He's not satisfied with mediocrity and is always looking for ways to challenge himself and become better. Number 6. Leadership. Leadership is an essential trait of a high-value man. It refers to the ability to inspire and motivate others towards a common goal or vision. A man with strong leadership skills is able to communicate his vision and goals clearly and is able to delegate tasks effectively. A high-value man with leadership skills is someone who others look up to and respect. He is confident in his abilities and is able to inspire others to be their best selves. He is able to create a positive and supportive environment that encourages teamwork and collaboration. Moreover, a high-value man with leadership skills is able to make tough decisions and take responsibility for the outcome. He's not afraid to take risks or make difficult choices, knowing that it is necessary in order to achieve his goals. He's able to analyze situations objectively and make decisions that are best for the group. In addition, a man with strong leadership skills is an effective communicator. He's able to listen to others and take their opinions and feedback into consideration. He's able to communicate his vision and goals clearly and is able to inspire others to share his vision and work towards the common goal. Finally, a high-value man with leadership skills is able to delegate tasks effectively. He understands that he cannot do everything himself and is able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of those around him. He's able to delegate tasks to others in a way that is fair and efficient, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same goal. Thanks for watching. Remember to cultivate these 6 Sigma traits and become a high-value man. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.